This is a KATU Storm Tracker weather alert.
Now at 6, incredible images pouring into our newsroom overnight as firefighters are playing catch up across the state. Just as they tackle one fire, another one sparks. Look at that. This is video from Clackamas County, where the entire county is under evacuation notice this morning. Yes, that is the entire county. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Wesley Ogle in for Brian Wood.
And I'm Angelica Thornton. We have team coverage across the region this morning. KATU's Evan Schreiber is tracking brand new information in this firefight. And Dan McCarthy has live coverage as hundreds of people wake up out of their homes this morning.
First, let's get right to weather and traffic. Hannah Olson is watching for any road closures out there. But Rhonda Shelby, this is just unprecedented.
This is not something I've ever seen. I've never seen this many fires burning in Western Oregon, doing this much destruction, and unfortunately not a huge change in the weather forecast today. We're starting out at 69 degrees. It was 72 just an hour ago. The wind has been constant most of the night, between about 15 and 25 miles per hour, some wind gusts near 30 miles per hour. By noon, we'll be in the 80s. By the afternoon, the 90s, and this is not going to be the hottest day of the week. We'll talk about that in 10 minutes from now.
Chevy Traverse time saver traffic update now at 6 o'clock, tracking some firefighting activity in Clackamas County that had Highway 213 shut down from Karis down to Spangler earlier this morning. It looks like some drivers are able to get by right now, but do just be aware there are active flames in this area and crews working that scene. On the west side, TV Highway still dealing with some poles and wires down on TV Highway between Brookwood Parkway and 24th. Another scene to watch for active crews cleaning up out there. A good news update for you, Highway 26 near the zoo. It looks like some of this earlier activity from a reported brush fire on Southwest Canyon Court has cleared out, so just be aware there might be a couple of crews in the area. Highway traffic unimpacted both east and westbound.
All right, Hannah, thank you. Just incredible video coming out of Clackamas County overnight, where, as you heard Wesley mention, the entire county is under an evacuation notice right now. This is right off Highway 213, where a motorhome caught fire down there at the bottom of the screen. Then it spread up to the trees and into the brush. 2 homes were lost. Luckily, no one was hurt. And here's a live look at Clackamas County right now. He's just off 213 right there. You can see what remains of those vehicles. As of this hour, we know at least 1,500 to 2,000 homes have been evacuated across the area. Our photographer, Anthony Balcorda, rolled up on these burned out cars there this morning. Just some of the damage as crews play whack-a-mole to put out the new flames.
We know you're scared for your lives, your home, your family, your neighbors. So please, listen and be aware, and take those precautions necessary to keep you safe and alive.
We are told the Riverside fire burning along the Clackamas River moved 17 miles just yesterday alone.
Meanwhile, in Marion County, hundreds are staying at the Oregon State Fairgrounds. Evacuation orders are in effect as fires continue to ravage the Santiam Canyon. So let's go live now to KATU's Dan McCarthy, who's in Staten this morning. And Dan, the smoke looks pretty thick behind you.
Yeah, that's right, Wes. The smoke is thick, the ash is falling, and air quality concerns certainly just some of the major concerns for Marion County residents this morning. We're standing at the roadblock here to Highway 22 eastbound in Staten. Evacuees are being told to head westbound. That's why they've shut down this roadway to head towards the Oregon State Fairgrounds. Now, the Marion County Sheriff's Office says that all of their evacuation levels remain in effect from overnight. That means that 8 cities are still on level 3 go now evacuation. About 600 people are set up at the Oregon State Fairgrounds in Salem. We spoke to one evacuee who said the smoke was simply too strong to stay at home.
I couldn't handle the smoke anymore and the ash, but we couldn't see any flames because it's still way too far away from us.
Hirschfield says he and his family are fine, just not sure about their home over the last 56 years. And taking you back out live to the roadblock now, the Marion County Sheriff's Office says that areas on lower evacuation levels are clear to leave the area, but you do need to keep this in mind. If you plan on leaving your home on a lower evacuation level, you will not be allowed back to go to your home to pick anything up. So once you leave, you have to leave for good. We are expecting an update from the county coming up later on this morning. We'll continue to track conditions live in Staten. I'm Dan McCarthy, KATU News.
All right, Dan, keep us posted there. Thank you. Dylan Zwicker joins us on the phone right now. Dylan is from the Lyons area. He sent us incredible video of the flames ripping through the Santiam Canyon. Dylan, can you hear me? Good morning.
I can hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, those pictures, I think we're trying to pull them up right now, this is just unbelievable. I can't believe this is us. This is what's happening right now. How scary was it driving through that area? This looks like, Northern California, what we've been seeing over the past couple of years.
Me and my friend that I was with, we weren't as much scared. We were just making sure that everyone was out and safe. That's what we were more concerned about. Not saying I suggest it for anybody, but we were the ones that kind of ran towards danger instead of away from it. And there's more than just me up there that are trying to make sure everyone's safe and out of there. The firefighters are doing an awesome job.
They really are. Dylan, did you have to evacuate your home at all?
No, I am actually in Staten, so we're still currently at a level 2. But I've had family all the way up the Santiam Canyon my whole life, so I'm very familiar with the area.
Do you know how they're doing this morning? Have any of them lost their homes, as far as you know?
As of 6 hours ago, that's the last update I could have got. Everything to the west of Lyons still looked pretty good. There's only a couple houses, from the video that you saw were burning. Everything else seemed like on this side, closer to the Salem area, was still intact.
I'm looking at the video. I can see it looks like the flames are on both sides of the road, and like you said, a couple of houses. Do you know exactly what was burning as you were driving through? Because whatever is on fire on the right side, so it would be on the passenger side, it looked like a house. Were you guys able to figure out what was going on?
Yes, that is a house. Looks like a spot fire or an ember basically hit the house and took off right there, because it was very sporadic where we were at, and there was little patches of fires everywhere, and it looks like an ember hit that house just right and took off and went up in flames, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully everyone's okay. We're glad you're okay. Dylan Zwicker, thank you for sharing that video and talking with us this morning. Stay safe.
You're welcome.
We're going to take a live look now at a wildfire in southern Oregon. This is the Alameda fire. It's burning right now in Jackson County, and even from a distance you can tell that that's a massive fire. You can see at least 3 areas where flames are raging on that hillside. And here's some new video into our newsroom overnight. Some more incredible video. A man driving right next to the flames. The sky is orange, thick smoke fills the air. He says homes, buildings, and more that used to be in that area are now gone. We've been talking a lot about those different evacuation notices, so here is what they mean for you. Level 1, be ready, means to prepare for potential evacuation. Level 2, be set, means you need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. You may have time to gather your things, but that is at your own risk. Level 3, go, means evacuate now. Do not delay by packing things or trying to protect your home. Your life is at risk.
It's just baffling to see all this, Wes, just how widespread this is. We're checking in here at the KATU live desk. Want to show you what we're seeing from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. This is a satellite image they just posted minutes ago. Take a look at all those fires burning up the West Coast. This is their Goes West satellite that's focused on the Oregon fires and the California fires. You could just see all that smoke that they're producing that's pushing off to the coast, off to the west. So we're keeping images, keeping track of those reddish glows that we're seeing widespread along the West Coast. We'll keep you posted as more satellite imagery like this pops up here in the KATU live desk. Back to you in the studio.
It really is incredible. Evan, thank you. Tens of thousands of people across our region are waking up in the dark for the second morning in a row. These are the latest numbers. PGE is reporting more than 37,000 customers without power. Most of those outages are in Clackamas County. Pacific Power says nearly 25,300 customers don't have any electricity right now. And in Clark County, PUD is reporting more than 1,300 people without power.
KATU Weather is brought to you by Beaverton Honda.
Beaverton Honda, a member of the Lanphier Auto Group. A better way. No hassle, no haggle. It's just easier to be transparent.
On Monday and Tuesday we had those crazy strong winds. But we are still going to get some more winds today, right, Rhonda?
They've been constant most of the night. I'm going to start down in Medford and then move northward, especially right around that fire site down there, where right now where the wind gusts are anywhere from 19 to 22 miles per hour. It's not enough diminishment really here to really help the firefighters. And so you see we have the same thing going on up here. It's mostly the wind coming off the Cascades, moving downward and then moving back toward the west to us. And we have generally 10 to 20 mile per hour gusts going on. I don't see a change in the wind until we get into tomorrow. In fact, here is a map of the current fires. Every little red dot is a fire in the Pacific Northwest. It's really incredible what we're looking at here. I've not ever seen this on especially the western side of our state. That massive fire near Salem, Santiam Canyon fire. We're going to continue to see, unfortunately, this wind be pretty constant. The model here showing the easterly to sometimes southeasterly wind, which will affect our air quality here again today. The air quality will go down. But then you see how we'll start to see somewhat of a wind shift Thursday, Friday, maybe even onshore flow by Friday coming in off the ocean. Details coming up in 10 minutes.
10 right now, your Chevy Traverse time saver traffic update. No new closures in the last half an hour or so in terms of major highways, in terms of related to wildfires or utility poles. Out on the coast, we still have Highway 18 shut down in the Otis area, pretty much from mileposts 1 to 7, so just east of 101 for wildfire activity. 101 is open at this point, but do watch for quite a few power outages in this area. Across the metro area, in terms of just your regular morning commute, all major highways look up to speed across Portland and Vancouver. No crashes really impacting your drive right now.
Hannah, thank you so much for tracking all of the road closures around the area right now. There's some of them. And first, it was the pandemic. Now it's wildfires. Multiple school districts are canceling online classes today as fires threaten students and their families' safety. So come take a look at your screen right now. These closures include the Oregon City School District, Colton and Estacada school districts. We're also seeing districts canceling classes in the Marion, Polk, Lynn, Benton County areas, and more. You'll find a complete list scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Apocalyptic, creepy, eerie. There are a lot of ways to describe the images coming out of Oregon's famed enchanted forest. The two words the park is using just ahead.
Keeping track of that devastation in the small town of Malden. How many acres burned in the state of Washington in just 24 hours?
And we're taking a live look at Clackamas County, where we can see vehicles completely burned, destroyed there. Where we saw huge flames earlier, they're still trying to put out flames there. You can see in the distance on the hillside. We are tracking this, the newest wildfire to pop up among many in our area. We have team coverage as we face another day of heat and dangerous fire conditions.